So we just finished talking about how the algorithm for the popular social media sites is basically designed to cater to you. And now and then it throws a special spice, something to make it fun. And recently, I've been getting a lot of military Psy-op videos. Those are really fun, really entertaining. It's usually like a short or something showing how cool the army is, or a recruiting commercial or something. There's even a Twitter screenshot that I saw with this one dude basically commenting, "I saw a white guy in the army recruiting ad. Bro, we're going to war." When you see a white guy in a recruiting ad, you're going to war, buddy. That's it's funny, but it leaves a somber taste in your mouth. Because lots of people are reporting that they're getting, more army recruitment shorts, like the army is ramping up their marketing. And a particular army that I've always found interesting, that's always stayed on a technological edge, is the IDF. And the IDF has a very particular and interesting, recruitment strategy. Or if you go to the IDF's TikTok, it's almost exclusively women.
Yep.
And this is something that the US Army has also started doing recently.
Yep.
Where there's this one popular girl who gets to show off and play a military equipment that there is no way you'll have access to unless you're affiliated with the army itself.
Even then.
Yeah.
You have to be a super fucking special forces or something.
Yeah. And it's very... it's interesting the tactics that the army is using. Well, before it was like, hey, look how cool the army is. You'll get the form of brotherhood. You'll get to fight for your country. Yada, yada. Now it's, hey, look, our army. It has some bitches and some fat asses. You should really join us. And I was like, damn, what kind of recruitment strategy is this? Bro. Like, you expect a beautiful model to be like, waiting for you there once you get in the army? When you get there, it's just a greasy fat dude that's gonna be like commanding officer or something. Like, what?
You know what?
What's going on with the Psy-op nowadays?
We all know that the greatest hide-and-seek game was played for 10 years, right?
Yeah.
And what did the guy who was playing hide-and-seek promise? 72 versions, right? Well, America, because it's monogamous, they promise only one model, dude.
Yep.
But the funny thing that you mentioned the IDF and the guy with the Twitter comment.
Yeah.
If you go back like a year ago on IDF, everyone was dancing, doing TikTok trends. Now, it's a white guy.
It is a white guy.
It is a white guy.
Guaranteed, there is quite a lot of relevant news in Israel nowadays. Yeah. I hear there's a certain conflict going on there.
Oh yeah, over hummus?
Yeah, right? Hummus. Yeah, they're fighting which is better, like Mediterranean or Levantine.
I mean, I'm not a fan of hummus.
Yeah.
I don't like it.
No.
Like, the taste ain't for me.
Yeah, too greasy, the macros aren't there.
The funny thing is, when the other side does a video about their hummus, they don't have, like, Psy-op videos to get you in. It's just, let's fight for our hummus, because our hummus is better. It's been here for years, for centuries, and the new hummus has been here for 100 years,
At most.
But you know what I'm trying to say, right?
Yeah.
And it's always funny how the army, who is there for peace, has those Psy-op videos. And it's always those Psy-op videos work only in like times where there is no conflict.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it's gonna be like, you got no life, no work, no kids, no wife, no house. Join the army. We will provide everything. Like the sudden shift of the tone of the videos, it's concerning.
Yeah.
And the worst part is, with the state of the economy worldwide, a lot of people don't have the things that the army promises. And I'm not saying that they don't hold up to the promise. Of course they do. But most people don't have an option now. And even then, we can see that every single army in the world is at its lowest recruitment percentage.
Yep.
Which, then I understand why you have to have those Psy-op videos.
Yeah.
But,
You have to garner attraction somehow.
yeah, but those videos only make you look like a joke
Yeah.
if you have a normal understanding of how...
You know what's interesting? Yeah, the army promises they'll give you all of those things, but here's the funny thing: in times of actual war, those things run out.
Yep,
They become scarce.
yep.
So what usually happens? The army resorts to giving you bonds, like IOU notes. Like before you at least dying for a Camaro, now you're dying for IOU notes, which is it's funny. It's funny. It really is funny.
I mean, what I'm gonna say is gonna be a little bit controversial. Just a little bit.
Just into it.
Just a little bit. But today, or 17th?
I think yeah.
16th or 17th, I don't know what the date is. Aside from the hummus battle, Hezbollah, you know Hezbollah, the Russian military, the kid.
Yeah.
That Hezbollah, not the other one. Not the other one.
No, not the organization. The funny little guy.
Yeah, yeah.
The silly fellow. The silly goose.
He started fighting for which country has the best hummus.
Yeah.
And the thing is, most of those people fighting for which hummus is better are funded by the same country.
Yeah. always send a reference. Get it out. I know you have almost send a reference. Get it out.
I'm just playing both sides. Mac, you don't say it when you play both sides. No, but always sunny aside. To me, it's funny how people are actually taking one side over the other just because of the Psy-op videos, because of the propaganda on Instagram and Facebook and TikTok and YouTube or whatever. And no one actually wants to... Because today it's easy to get in contact with a normal person living in those countries. It's super easy. No one wants to do that.
Yeah.
No one wants to get the first-hand experience to understand what the hell is going on.
Yeah.
And to me, that's frightening. Because you have a whole generation of young, gullible people, teenagers, who are easy to brainwash. Because, let's be honest, teenagers are lost. We've all been teenagers. Most of you probably still are. It's super easy to be sold on an ideal, on an ideology. The problem is if you don't do research on that ideology. And it's heartbreaking for the people who are suffering over the food battle. Not the Smosh one, the other one in the Middle East. But to me it's heartbreaking because always those Psy-op videos are portraying the other side as demons, as, you know, hell spawns, whatever. When at the end of the day, innocent people suffer because of another country who decided to see which shop can have more customers.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Well, I don't know, man. Do you have something else to add? Because
I mean, look.
I'll just go on a rant and I'll stop talking about the food battle I'm gonna start.
Yeah. Look. When it's a intra-culinary battle, as with the hummuses nowadays,
Yep.
there's not really like a good and a bad side. Like for example, if I'm a fan of fast food, you're a fan of healthy food, and you know, the international relationships are different.
Yeah.
But when it's basically the same food, and it's fighting between each other which version is the best, there really isn't a good or bad side. There's just gonna be the side that is left standing.
True.
That's the depressing thing about those sorts of battles. Really, it's not a matter of who's wrong or right, but who can be portrayed as wrong and who can be portrayed as right in the end.
I mean, I'm sure you remember from like 2 years ago, I think, the other battle started, right? 2 or 1? I think 2.
1.5.
1.5, whatever.
Yeah, well...
It was the same thing.
Fast food between fast food, yeah.
It was the same thing. The same Psy-op videos stopped for a moment. Like, the models stopped showing up. And then...
They were sent to the front.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Yeah, definitely.
Definitely. But the thing that we're trying to say is, you should be careful when watching those videos. You really should be careful. Especially if you're a teenager do your research. If you see a video that you actually like, do a research. Talk to the people who are suffering or to the people who actually join those causes. Again, it's super easy to find people like that. I hate Reddit, but if you go on Reddit, you can find a million of those people who actually have that experience. Please, before you decide to do something so extreme with your life, do a little bit of research, because you can regret a lot of things that you don't want to do, that you weren't told that you have to do. First, please do your research. That's it from me. Do you have anything else?
I mean, not about being extreme. Like, if you don't want to end up sounding like a dumbass, do your research.
Yeah.
Because that's the, like, it's not even extreme to sound like a dumbass, but it's so common, so as long as you're not well informed, if you don't have a balanced opinion. You have to see the pros and cons and everything.
Yeah.
Especially in things that cause great emotional distress.
I mean, now that you mention this, we are both by degree professors, right?
Yeah.
And growing up, there was always this saying, there's no such thing as a stupid question.
Yep.
There's only a stupid answer.
Yep.
Don't be afraid to ask the stupid questions. That's all we have to say, I guess. And let us know what you think. As always, we'll see you next time. Maybe we'll get a shawarma, and we'll get a hummus.
With extra tahini.
No, extra hummus. As always, peace.